Okay, welcome back. In this video, let's go over the probably the fastest way, the fastest ways to be able to find a product to sell on Amazon using Helium 10's black box product research tool. If you don't have Helium 10, purchase it right now. It is well worth the cost. I have a discount code for 50% off. Okay, down below. Use the code and Helium 10, I promise you will change your life. I'm going to be doing the best I can to explain the different tools of Helium 10. But in this video, let's go over finding products to sell, probably the easiest way and probably my most favorite way. So we're going to be here in Black Box and let's go under the keyword tab. So we want to find keywords that have a good search volume per month and also a low competition, which equates to reviews. So let's go to search volume. Now, there's a lot of debate over this. You want to have a search volume of at least 2,000 people, in my opinion. Now, that means that 2,000 people search for this specific keyword or whatever the keyword phrase is every month. All right. Now, sometimes it might be higher during the year, sometimes it might be lower during the year, but we want to find an average of 2,000 people searching per month. Now, and actually, I'll bring that up later. And let's just say we want to go to 30,000 people every month. Now, as I'm filling out these numbers, you're more than welcome to use them. But the exciting thing about this research tool is you could tweak these numbers however you want. Because what I don't want is for everyone to use the exact same numbers, because then it's just kind of like a free-for-all feast, right? It's like whoever uses this tool the fastest gets those keywords. Now, you can also change different parts of these filters, and you could find a very niche product that everyone else is probably missing on. All right. So I encourage you to change these numbers as much as you can, and I promise you'll see a lot more success and find a lot more niche products to sell. Now, like I said, with the search volume, we want at least 2,000 to maybe 30,000 to start. Now, just out of my experience, there was a very niche keyword or product that I'm selling right now, and it only has, and people will say, oh, I wouldn't do that, don't do it, but it only has a search volume of 800 people a month. Now, with that being said, that keyword is so freaking niche and so specific and so particular that I'm the only relevant seller. I didn't, I listed the product. I just, made a good listing and photos, and it jumped up to on the top of page one because it was so like low competition. It was a subcategory of a subcategory of a subcategory, but hey, people wanted it and people bought it. And I sell about 3 units a day on repeat, and it's the best. I think I make like 15 or 20 bucks per sale, and it's awesome. And so don't discount it if it's only 5 or 800 units. It just depends on the competition. And if you see a keyword that's well below 1,000 and there's no great product for that keyword that people are searching for it, I encourage you to risk it and create a listing and list that product. Now, maybe you start off with just 10 or 20 units, very low, just to kind of see how it does. But I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to put 2,000 at least, but you never know. Okay. You never know. Low risk, low reward, right? I digress, but let's get back to it. Now, with monthly revenue, we don't want to go for those huge home run products. All right. Because that tends to require lots of cash. It brings in a lot of competition. So instead of searching for a product that is a home run, AKA it brings in $100,000 a month in revenue with just one product, we're just going to start off a little bit lower, around 5,000. And actually, let's go a little bit lower. We'll go 3,000 a month. And let's do to about 20,000. Now, as far as the price goes, I usually recommend doing a price point of at the lowest $25 to $30 a month. Now, you can go lower, but just know if it's lower than $20 and if it's lower than $10 especially, typically your margin will get a little bit smaller and smaller as the fees come in. All right, Amazon will take about 30%. Your advertising, if you're advertising this product, will eat into that a little bit more. And so you're only making a few bucks off of each product. Now, let me give you another flip side of the coin. The product that I was just talking about that is only searched 800 times a month, but I'm like the only seller of it. And I guarantee you, none of you will ever figure out what it is. I'm sure there's hundreds of other similar products out there that we could all find. I sell that thing for $29.99, sometimes $25, and it still sells well, and I don't have to put any money into advertising it. So that's what I'm getting at. It doesn't eat into that margin. But like I said, I want to go to a price from about $30 or $25, and let's say to about $50. Now, with the price point will equate to the cost of the product. Typically, the higher the cost of the higher the price of the product that we find on Amazon, the higher the cost of goods sold COGS will be. So sometimes a $25 product will cost $5 or $6. Sometimes a $50 or $100 product will cost $20 to $30 each. All right. Now for review count, I typically, like I said, we want to, not do anything more than about 200 reviews. I've done products that have about 400 to 500 reviews because I feel like I'm a little bit more experienced and I feel like I've kind of worked up to that level. But for this example, we'll just go 200 max reviews. Review rating, I'm going to not worry about that. And now the word count, that will be, for example, pen is one word. But if I say black pen, that's going to be 2 words. The nice thing about word count is if we say 2, it kind of pushes out a lot of very vague, probably very popular products. For example, if the keyword was black point ball pen or whatever, that might be a lot more specific than just black pen. So I'm just going to put 2. All right. Now, categories. This is very exciting. We've talked about categories before, but we want to stick in the categories of arts and crafts and sewing, baby, beauty and personal care, maybe clothes and jewelry and shoes, maybe not though. That's and the like real quick, the categories that I'm not mentioning typically tend to be either more gated, more restricted, or more competitive to sell in. I'm not saying you can't listen to any of these other categories, but unless you really know the automotive industry, you're the car expert, or you really know CDs and vinyl, I don't know. Then you can kind of go into those. But I'm gonna list some more categories that I've seen a lot more success in: arts and crafts and sewing, like I said, baby, beauty and personal care, yes. Computers and accessories, possibly. Electronics, I wouldn't do that. I personally wouldn't. Health and household, yes. Home and kitchen, yes. Kitchen and dining, yes. Musical instruments, maybe. There's a lot of subcategories in that you could get into. Office products, yes. Patio, lawn and garden, yes. Pet supplies, yes. Sports and outdoors, yes. Tools and home improvement, yes. Toys and games, yes. For this example, I'm going to pick just one category. And you know what I like about just doing one by one category is you get a lot more specific into that category. Instead of just marking all of them, you're kind of looking at so many products at once. But it's just a little bit more fun to do one by one, And then who knows, what if you just click that, and then you change a couple of these numbers, then you get even more different keywords. Okay. Now, if we want to exclude certain keywords, we would want to exclude keywords that are probably seasonal. For example, patio, lawn and garden. That might include something like Christmas lights. Who knows? And we want to exclude keywords maybe like Christmas, Halloween, things like that. You can find success in those. We want to have a keyword that has a good steady search rate. All right, now we're going to hit search, and let's take a look at what we have. Now I want to find, when I'm looking at these keywords, I'm going to look at the name, like the title. I'm going to, the phrase, I'm going to just instantly think, could that possibly be a good product to sell? or, is it a good search volume? And I'm going to also be looking at the search volume and the reviews. All right. Sorry, getting distracted. My phone is ringing off the hook right now. Okay, lumberjack pellets. I'm going to see what that is. Let's view on Amazon. It looks like it's more of a brand, which I don't want to do. Motorcycle flag mounts. Okay, that could be a good keyword. Let's keep on looking. Window box brackets, decent search, low competition, hot air balloon wind spinners. 5,700 people a month search for that. So, for example, what if we do this? We do 53 divided by 30. That means that 191 people every day of the month search for this product, and it only has 200 reviews. I'm already getting excited about this product. Let's check it out. That's perfect. All right. And what I like about it is it's a little more design oriented. You could easily come in and list a more unique design. Maybe that's not on here. You could easily provide more value. Like this person, they're providing hooks as well. There's so many different things. So I'm going to open up Helium 10's product research tool, X-ray, and I'm going to look at the numbers. So the average revenue is great, is pretty good. The average reviews is lower than I thought originally. But let's look at the search volume all time. Now, we can see that over time in the winter, it typically gets a little bit lower. It gets only 400 people a month, 1,000 people a month, 600 people a month, 300 people a month. But then it looks like as it starts to warm up in April, May, all the way till about August, the search volume is over 2,000. And then it might drop down a little bit more. And then go up and then drop down. But what's cool is the high points are continually on an increased line. So that's a good sign. Now, this product may be a little bit up and down, but you could still find success in it, in my opinion. Now, as we look, it's good that we see there's a lot of differing brands. The price point is good, anywhere from $20 to $35, maybe $50. Looks like this guy is selling his for $52, and he has a monthly revenue of about $6,000. That is awesome. And he only has, he has 400 reviews. That's really good. But let's look at maybe another example. This listing is doing about $12,000 a month, and it has only 65 reviews. That's pretty insane for a wind chimer. Now, what we also want to do is let's filter results, and I want to go ahead and make sure that we see these numbers correctly. So for example, hot air balloon wind spinners, there might be a lot of products on this listing that can mess up the analytics that we just looked at if they're not on hot air balloons. So I'm just going to do wind spinners, just to make sure that all of these are wind spinners. And I'm going to apply filters. Would you look at that? The average revenue actually went up. Search volume stayed roughly the same, but the average review count went down. Okay, that's very, very interesting. So it's saying that a lot of these don't even have the word wind spinners in there. Now I'm just going to do wind spinner. Okay, but still. So it looks like there's a lot of listings on here that are not even full-on wind spinners, but they just kind of go more into hot air balloon. Now, I'm kind of going really into it. Now, we also want to go back and look at these questions. Is it in high demand? How are the reviews? What is the low and high competition with reviews? How can I add value? How can I differentiate? Is it a gated or restricted category? Okay. And then eventually, if we want to move forward, we're going to talk to suppliers and making sure that the profit margin is over 30%. All right. Now, let's see. Going back to this, like what's so awesome about this tool is we can change it up however we want to. Instead of 3,000, we can go to monthly revenue of 2,000. Instead of patio and lawn, we could go into pet supplies and toys and games, and go ahead and hit search. And we have over 200 products. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this? Sunny Bunnies, search volume, huge, low reviews. Guys, there's just so much opportunity here. I just cannot talk enough about it. It is so exciting. I love it. I love it. I love it. But like I said, it all starts with Helium 10's black box product research tool. All right. This is a huge, huge, very fast way to find great products to sell on Amazon. I love it. I love it. Super stoked about it. But now let's go into a couple more different ways that we can find great products to sell.